And the reason why I'm bringing this up, sisters, you're probably curious, so why has it been so long? It's just coincidentally on the Facebook we had a lengthy discussion about the same, almost identical discussion. It's called in Facebook. It's a Facebook group called Comparative Religious Studies and the True Meaning of Spirituality. And somebody brought that, and the lady, what she was saying, she asked a question, and it was kind of vague and what have you and stuff. And she just basically says, okay, what separates us humans from the animal kingdom? And everybody gave them their intake. Uh, you had the metaphysical breakdown of it, which was real. Everything that I said was taken, and it was real good and very informative, very insightful. And it basically, from the ego, and basically what you were saying, but they were breaking it down. Saying it was giving a description and details and concepts of the mind, the working mind of the human. Uh, you know, and I gave my take and what have you and stuff. But to get back to what Infima was saying, she to rehash and summarize what she was basically saying is that she declares that we're human, but what makes us very unique and distinct and separates us and breaks us away from being an animal is our highly advanced ability to reason, our intelligence, and so forth. And animals are dominated and dictated by their instincts, unlike us humans, where we have the ability to make choices and decisions. You know what I'm saying? And problem solve. And animals basically can't do it. But to me, I agree what she's saying, but I just disagree. I agree with her how she's describing what does make us unique as human beings. And I totally agree with, um, but in my case, how can I say it? In my case, I was talking about what makes us different from animals. I mean, she concludes in her opinion is that despite our advanced intelligence and all the everything, the perks and accolades that go with with our high advanced cognitive abilities and what have you, that separates us from even being anything but an animal. To me, we're animals, nonetheless. You know, how do I know? And like I said, I agree with what she's saying, but this is the thing. Just because we have all this intelligence does not separate us from animals. What makes us very unique is because that's part of the equation of what she describes is that we are cultural beings, unlike animals, the rest of all the other animals. We have undergone, like no other in any animal in the animal kingdom. We have the ability on what you describe and all these other factors, highly advanced factors, is that we have the ability to develop a culture. Animals can't do that. That's what makes us unique, Or in short, we have the ability to create our own environment rather than to adapt to the environment that was set before us, like animals, other animals. We have ways to change, modify, manipulate our environment rather than change evolutionary in response to our environmental needs. And we also have the ability to control our biological future. That's what makes us very unique. And that is a byproduct as a result of having this tool, this brain, this organic brain. You see what I'm saying? This fleshly, which is nothing but fat. And without that brain, we won't be able to do so. And each part of our brain, if you break it down to the layers and get rid of our cortex, which is the complex thing of our brain, of our advanced brain, and you bring it down to the hypothalamus and all these other things, You know, you get down to the reptilian brain, which all animals have, including us have. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing but an underlap. And the primitive, you know, things that was there, you know. But anyways, this is a result of having that. But nonetheless, how do we know? We can confirm this through the fingerprints of DNA. And it confirms we go through the same process. And one of the 7 characteristics of all organisms, including human beings, one of the characters of the 7 characteristics that we all share as all organisms, monkeys, even a cell, a living amoeba, to is that we have the ability for growth, development, and reproduction. And none of us, human beings, animals on this planet, can escape that. We go through the same process that is similar. They might be different in ways we go through, but the theme is that we still have to undergo. And those 3 things I described is within one of the 7 characteristics of an organ, what makes an organism. See what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's too many facts out there, you know. So I understand you're coming from a philosophical point. You know what I'm saying? And science, a lot of times people has a dubious distinction of being severely misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? And being misunderstood, you know, to say that science, you know, I know a lot of people in the metaphysical, the quote unquote social conscious community will say, oh, it's the white, and come up with all kind of reasons why, but then they'll utilize it when it's compatible, interchangeable, for their use to promote and propagate their ideology. But when it doesn't fit to their ideology or within the framework of their ideology, they'll dismiss it. Or when somebody presents that and it doesn't go, it goes against or contends what they do, then they'll say, oh, it's the white man, oh, the academic, there's a conspiracy, the scientists are trying, whatever. They're not. I learned that, you know, or they perform confirmation bias, or whatever. So it's reliable, and it's confirmed that, you know, our DNA, you know, so I can't dismiss scientists and saying that it's a bunch of BS and what have you, which is not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of times people are misinformed, people don't really understand it, and then they say those kind of things and what have you and stuff. I think that you just disagree from a philosophical standpoint, but scientists doesn't try to deal with the supernatural. So I'm saying supernatural means above nature. Scientists try to work within nature and things that are testable, things that with empirical observation and what have you. You can't do it, what have you, I mean, observable, or they're not going to mess with it. Philosophical asks why of life. Science don't try to do that. At least not biology does it. See what I'm saying? That's a different old subject. So I appreciate, you know, I respect your opinions and what have you. I'm not trying to lure and say I'm more intelligent than you are, or what have you. I just gave you my opinion. You gave me your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. So I hope you have an understanding on this subject. Are you human or animal? You know what I'm saying? We're both. You know what I'm saying? And what makes us humans is because of things that you describe. So I believe both. You believe that we're just humans. You know, just the word human right there states and that you are animal. But nonetheless, I'm just long-winded, what have you. Lady, I appreciate it. Keep making those videos. I do check out your videos and what have you. I really appreciate it. Keep it coming there, lady. Peace out.